So if you're new to this channel, then do consider subscribing because on this channel, we give out various strategies by which you can score higher in Duolingo English test.
So hello guys, welcome back to the today's practice session. Let's begin the test. All right, select the real world, telephone, people, cave, um, sugar, skateboarding, able, smaller, smoke, iris. No, I think we are good.
She felt ready for the next step in her career.
Let's listen it again.
She felt ready for the next step in her career.
She felt ready for the next step in her career. I think we are correct.
She felt ready for the next step in her career.
Right. It is also important to for food safety. Uh, the refrigerator is a very common kitchen appliance, and people used to keep fresh food beverages cold. It's also important for food safety, since many foods, particularly meats and dairy items, will quickly excuse me, spoil if they are not refrigerated. The freezer section of a refrigerator lets people safely safely store fresh type of uh, store some types of foods, some type of food for a period of months. Right, is important for food safety since many foods, particularly meats and dairy items, will quickly spoil if they are not refrigerated. The freezer section of a refrigerator lets people safely uh, store some types of food for a period of months. All right, let's move on. The games added many new things, such as breeding and a new bag system. The games added many new things, such as breeding and a new bag system.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
All right, let's hear it again.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
Had fallen asleep. All right, let's hear it for the last time. When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
Fallen asleep. I think that's correct. Let's move on. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people. Orthopedic physician, physicians use hands-on technology called manipulation, called manipulation or manipulators to loosen constructed muscles and joints to help improve improve help improve um, joints and help improve and restrict proper function and resume resumes proper function CTION to the body. Help improve of the motion, I guess. Um, Joints to help improve uh, dash of a motion RA of the body. Manual manipulation LATION is one of the common techniques QUE used by those on these patients. All right. What do you think? Improve dash of a motion, improve joints to help improve RA motion, help improve motion and resumes proper help improve dash of motion. What of motion can be here? Raise? No, I don't think it could be raise. Motion improve. Resume proper. I'm not sure if that's going to be there, but I'm just going to write it there. And let's move on. Manipulation. All right. Contemplate, yes. Trilogy, yes. And tender and frontier, yes. Dimensionated, sure. Repentance, scarcely, sentimental, unwise, millennium, I mean, I don't know. MILLENNIUM. Okay. Legislation. Right.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
Scenario refers to. All right, this was a very big statement. Let's hear it once again.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
Modern refrigeration, and ice. I think let's hear it one more time. All of this scenario refers to increase of modern refrigeration.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
Increases the demand of modern refrigeration. Okay. For example of latter is spotting the partner during turns, especially free spins. An important example of the latter is spotting the partner during turns, especially free spins.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
I felt very sorry that I put them through so much trouble.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
To so much trouble. To so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
So much trouble. I think that's correct. Let's move on. When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand moves forward one space. When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand moves forward one space. You can find out medicine. The cabinet at the end of the hallway is always full of strange things. You can find out medicine. Strange lotions and old socks and old, not sure about what could it be, old socks. I'm not sure. And shampoos, old socks and shampoos. I don't think any dash. I think anyone has clearly anyone has dash it uh, RLY ARLY clearly. I don't think anyone has cleared really cleared it out in years. Okay, that makes sense now. So the cabinet in the end of the hallway is always full of strange things. You can find out medicines, strange lotions, and old socks. Strange lotions and old socks and shampoos. I don't think anyone has cleared it out in years. I don't think anybody knows what's higher stuff that nobody can see. All right, let's move on. Vaccination, arbitrary, fearful, unsustainable, hypocrisy, sentiment, um, sarcastic, plethora, retrospect, harshly, vaccinate. Isn't vaccinate already there? It's vaccination. Okay. Ignoration. I know ignore. I'm not sure about ignoration. Suspicion. Ignoration. No, I'm not sure. I'm not picking that. Uphold. I think this is a word as well, but I'm gonna leave it. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction.
The inconvenient parts of camping never seemed to bother them.
All right. The inconvenient parts of camping never seems to bother them. Let's hear that again.
The inconvenient parts of camping never seemed to bother them.
Never seem to bother them. Let's hear it for the last time.
The inconvenient parts of camping never seemed to bother them.
To bother them. Yeah, I think that's correct. Let's move on. Humanitarian, elaborate, yes. Hierarchical, enumerable, obspective, I'm not sure, analogy, adjacent, precede, serenity, counseling, decaffeinated, indifference, misinterpret, endurable, I'm not sure about that. Resilient, I think that's a word, but I'm not going to take a chance. We have become, since then, um, we have become renowned as makers of engineering lattice and machines both based around rational access. It have been business for precious CIOUS no dash machine makers of dash machine uh, dash and makers of dash machine and okay, let's read this, right? Since then, we have become renowned as makers of um, dash machine precision. Oh my God, precision. Okay, machines, and at my and and uh, and pioneers at pioneers in technology at or and pioneers precision engineering. All right, more. Let's move ahead. While out of focus, out of focus, where our, not out, where our focus is still on manufacturing machines, the Chinese machine tools. Our uh, l- l- life, product life has expanded to increase to in, to include a wider range of equipment and services for variety of applications in recent years. Okay. All right, precaution are precision machines. TALY. No. Dash pioneers and technology. At pioneers or in technology? At pioneers. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Let's move on. This attitude allows one to face the hardship with as little harm as possible. This attitude allows one to face the hardships with as little harm as possible.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
So it's a question mark because it's a question. You are a school teacher, aren't you?
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 All right, I guess that's perfect. Let's move on. Interactive reading. The theory of human resource dash is the theory of human resource dash is, as the name suggests, the theory of human resource hiring, consulting, development, research. Source hiring is as the name suggests, about improving the source. I think they're talking about improving the talent and human resource. All right, let's do it in the end. Improving the talent in a dash and uh, talent in a as the name suggests about improving the talent in the business. It covers everything from training for different management dash. Excuse me. It covers everything from training different management uh, positions to hiring new employees to help company grow. Some businesses don't have the money to elaborate human resource training, which dash then why resort to hiring a human resource consultant, which gives which says why they resort to which indicates I think indicates would bit better. The theory of human resource hiring, I don't think it should be hiring. Okay, yeah, it should be hiring because they are talking about human resource. The theory of human resource hiring is, as the name suggests, about improving the talent in business. It covers everything from training different management positions to hiring new employees. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, select the best sentence to fill and consultant. These are just some of the many ways human resource development can help business grow throughout the world. To pass the personality test, candidate needs to be able to express their personality to the company, so the company puts a job ad. The program starts out by using theory to build an understanding of the concept that would lead to the ability to change the company culture. Consultant will come in and look into the company's business. About 2 weeks after all the new ads starts to arrive at the job. I think it's this one. The program started out by using theory, excuse me, to build an understanding of new concept that would lead to the ability to change the company's culture. These are just the program started out by theory. Okay, what is human resource development? As the name suggests, as the name suggests, about improving talent in the business. Name suggests about improving the talent in business. All right. What is the human resource development? I just said it. What is wrong with you? What is human resource development? As the name suggests. Next. Why would a business need a human resource consultant? A business would need a human resource consultant, which is why they resort to hiring. Sort. Okay. Why would a business need consultant coming? So come down to business. Why would a business need human resource consultant? It covers everything. The company grow. Uh, Position. All right. Training for different manager position. Okay. Some businesses don't. All right. So the idea that is expressed in the passage, the company continues to grow and thrive, and the number of employees increases. Retention is the most important aspect. The team decided that they needed to link each improvement to specific goal. Human resource development can, all right, put the word, the best title. Creating high performance employee, human resource development, human resource directors agree small growth processes organization. Human resource development. Sorry, what's human resource development? All right. You are a student in an international relation course. You don't quite understand the role and functions of global policy making system. You are a student in an international relations course. You don't quite understand the role and function of global privacy making system. So you decide to ask your professor during one of the review sessions. Semester. All right.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Global policy making system. I'm not sure I put in I want to ask you the concept of global policy making system. I want to ask you about the. I don't fully understand global policy making.
Sure, let me see if I can explain it a little better. Global policy making systems are a type of system that help make decisions at the international level. It usually involves representatives from different countries coming together to discuss issues and make decisions.
Administration includes things like government and judicial systems. Well, I'm going to do a project on one of these countries. Okay, I see. So, for example, international organizations that have national authority. One monitoring system that will making decisions that affects the whole world.
Yes, that's right. They usually deal with topics like trade agreements, environmental regulations, and so on.
Global policy making system or a type of system that make decisions at international. It can make decisions at international level. It's representing the countries. The countries to agree on the decision. Yeah, that's true too. Good decision. So,
No, not all countries have to agree. But usually a majority of countries need to be in favor of the decision for it to be made.
okay, we get it now. Question. Okay, so sure, let me see. Global policies is made on the, sorry, let me see the timer. Okay, so global policies are, there are global policies, systems are a type of system that will make decision. Okay, international level, that will discuss, make decision. So that's usually the topic, agreement and the regulations and so on. Decision. Makes sense. What? It's one and the same. Okay. About the topic below, some architects prioritize the preservation of historical buildings while others focus on creating new designs. Which perspective do you most agree with and why? Support your answer with reasons and explain. Okay. Margaret prioritize the preservation of historical buildings while others focus on creating new designs. Do you agree with? Um, with, oh, focus on should forward for infrastructures, new and creative structures, creative ideas, and, uh, in my opinion, AI alignment begin should be historical buildings, historical buildings should be uh, preserved, preserved because other than new building space signifies some old happenings of the incident countries, incidents of the countries. Um, the old, the old buildings were in majority of the countries which were ruled by Asian other countries, like, uh, Britishers ruled an Indian in during this time. Thus, they constructed some amazing and creative structures. See to earliest India when India got freedom, freedom. India got seven, and these structures are still great with only some wear and tear. They always signifies that Britishers ruled over India and we found in freedom. This is the reason why I think we should preserve the old structure as they help us rejoice freedom that we achieve. All right.
Would you rather live in a big city or a small village? Explain why.
I would prefer living in a big city. The reason being the big city actually has a lot of services. The big cities mostly have all the necessities nearby. So you don't really have to go a long way just to buy some groceries or to watch movies. On the contrary, I feel that living in the village could be really difficult because in village you do not get all of those necessities available. In village, you have to visit really far in order to get the things that you need. In village, you also do not have facilities like theaters for watching movies, malls to go shopping, or even most of the villages do not even have many shops wherein you can buy most necessary items like water or food or groceries, etc. Hence, I feel that living in the cities is better because all of these things are available there. And secondly, cities are also very lively because there are so many people living there, and the same thing isn't available in villages. So this is the reason why I like cities more. In this image, I can see a woman standing on the right hand side of the photo, and on her left, there's a kid hanging on the metal structure, which looks like a park. The woman looks like she's a mother of the kid because she is supporting the kid to climb onto the metal structure. And the woman is wearing a sweater, and even a kid is wearing a sweatshirt, which makes me feel that it is a winter season. From the sunlight in the background, I feel that the photo was taken during the daytime. And since the woman is wearing sunglasses, I feel that the sun was very strong. This image also shows a clear picture of a mother's love for a kid as she is supporting him to climb over the structure, and she wants her kid to complete the task that he has on his hand. The kids look super happy as he is being supported by his mother and he has no fear of falling down. Describe a rule that you have to follow at work. What is the purpose of this rule? Who needs to follow it? Do you think this rule is necessary or why? Why not? Okay. Today, I want to talk about one of the rules that is followed in the office that I work. The rule is about the formal clothing. I believe that the formal clothing is really important as this is this is the way how we can understand the culture of the office. We are actually supposed to wear all the a proper a proper shirt and a proper trouser along with the tie. Everyone in the office, right from the managerial position to the associate position, has to follow this rule. I think the rule is really necessary because with the formal clothings, I feel it is more professional of how the work is being done. You feel that you are in the office and it's not just any random place like a mall or a classroom or a friends gathering. I feel if everyone follows the rule, the professionalism is maintained in the office, and I think this is the reason why everyone should follow the rule. Writing and speaking sample. Okay. Describe a person you know who you think is very kind towards other. What to do? What do they say or do that shows they are kind? What have you learned from them, including specific details in your answer? Describe a person who you think is very kind towards others. So let's begin. Try to speak about the topic below. There are many different types of intelligence. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Use example from personal experience and observation to explain your perspective. Intelligence. All right. Yes, I believe that there are many different type of intelligence. For example, someone is really intelligent in observing. Then other type of intelligence I believe is the senses. So I think I completely agree with the statement that there are different type of intelligence and there are a lot of people with these different type of intelligence. For example, from my personal experience at my workplace, I have a colleague that I work with, and he is really amazing at observing the data in front of him. He can really tell if the data is wrong or if there is something irregular into the entries that are made into the data just by observing that. Secondly, I also have another colleague of mine who is really amazing at sensing any of the difficulties. So whenever I go to talk to him, he always have that sense that he feels that I'm going to be just standing next to him, and I'm going to talk to him. Like that's what I feel is his senses are really strong because he can sense anyone coming to him, uh, and also like he can predict some of the things in future, and that's one of the things that I want to have myself as well, because and that's called sixth sense. And I feel that the sixth sense is really important because he can really predict some of the things, some of the future happenings, and I have seen myself that those things are getting true. um and yeah, so that is the reason why I feel that there are different type of intelligences in the current world, and I have experienced those different types of intelligence at my workplace as well. It is really important to have these intelligence in yourself as well, and it is really necessary to learn from the people that are around you. Like for example, I would really like to have the sense of predicting future. Also, I would like to have that observation skills, because of which I can catch even a single error that is there in the information that is presented to me. This could really help me and also the decision that I would make for the company, as it would really be beneficial. So I aspire to have those intelligence in me as well. Okay, this is a decent score as well, 130 to 140. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you learned something from this test series. Thank you.